We experience the world through only our consciousness made possible by our sensory inputs and the interpretations of them. We are caught in the flow of time and have no choice but to flow with it. The only thing we can know is our interpretation of the world around us. Everyone we know is only perception of them, not the actual person. In this sense, in our consciousness, we can only know ourselves and have no real connection with others. We are drifting lonely through the river of time. There is no purpose to life, no underlying universal purpose that is. Purpose only exists for each individual conscious mind and is determined only by those minds. Is life about happiness, or is it about making a difference? Or do the two go hand in hand? How do you know when you made a positive difference or a negative difference? Is there even a distinction outside of subjective labeling? In a universe seemingly infinite, are any changes made really significant? Does life matter? Or if it's just evolved to think that it does, because that promotes survival? What do we know? How do we know what we know? How can we distinguish dreams from reality? What is reality? If we only observe the world through flawed mechanisms, how can we say we experience reality? Life is not what it seems. In the end, it's all just dreams. Is it wrong to do something just because the majority believes it's wrong? Is it right to do something because the majority believes it's right? Consciousness is an adventure with a destination you assign yourself along the way. It's very easy to get lost and to lose perspective on any reason behind it. Why do we desire? Why does it hurt so much when we realize we cannot fulfill our desires? Why do we try anyway? If everything ends, how can there be a purpose to it? How do we know when we've fulfilled our life's purpose? What do we do when we have? Do we spend the rest of our time celebrating, or we just stop because we're done? What is thought? Are we important because we're conscious? What is more significant? The man who uses his time on earth to save 1,000,000 people? Or the sun, which affords all life, but is not aware of that fact that it's made no choice to do so? Does the sun create consciousness? Do car manufacturers create accidents? Do gun manufacturers cause murders? If you were indirectly causing an event, how much of the cause should be attributed to you? If we all started from a single molecule, did that molecule cause every death, every rape, every marriage, every birth, every thought, every misunderstanding, every incident of sadness or happiness, every invention? Did a molecule from 3 billion years ago essentially rate this? Why did the events in the universe happen as they did? Could it have happened any other way, or is there only one way it can all unfold? How does one stop being human and observe the world objectively? Is observing objectively an oxymoron? Can you observe anything only if you are being of subjectivity? If there is an objective truth, can the subjective mind comprehend it? What is truth? The pawn can move 2 squares on its first turn. Is this true? Is it objectively true? If everyone on Earth decided the pawn can only move 1 square on the first turn, does that make it true? If everyone decided murder was not wrong, would that make it true? If everyone decided the Earth was flat, would that make it true? How can opinions create truth in some matters, but not all? Life is changing molecules into actions. It's a constant array of motion. There is no stillness in life. Can anything exist without its opposite? Can we know good without bad? Can we know love without hate? Can we know right without wrong? Can we have truth without lies? Would we know reality without dreams? Can we know existence without non-existence? Can we know of imperfection without perfection? How do we know of imperfection? Do we know perfection? Is it because before life we knew non-life, and non-life is perfection and life is imperfection? Life is each individual's journey through life as they reflect on these and other questions, or as they ignore them. The meaning of life is akin to the meaning of anything. There was a time before it, there will be a time after it, and the purpose exists only in its interpretation. Is the interpretation of something by the creator automatically correct interpretation? What if the creator changes interpretation? Which is more correct? The interpretation upon creation, or the interpretation after years of reflection? Can we properly understand our own actions and creations, or does the existence of the subconscious mind make that inherently impossible?